What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at you with another video, man. And tonight I am going to talk about the long debated topic, who I think is better between Michael Jordan and LeBron James after watching the 10-part documentary of The Last Dance show. Before I get into this video, man, for everyone, if you want to send me a friend request on Facebook, give me a follow on Instagram, check me out on TikTok. I'm gonna have my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok information down in the description box. Come give me a follow on the gram, send me a request on the book, a follow on TikTok. Come holler at your boy, yo. If you didn't watch the whole 10-part documentary of The Last Dance, you probably shouldn't really check out this video. This is a spoiler alert, just to throw that out there. First off, man, I'm gonna talk about The Last Dance, then I'm gonna talk about the Jordan LeBron debate. First off, for The Last Dance, man, obviously for me, I remember the majority of what went on in the second version of the three-peat for the Bulls, the one when he came back from retirement. Obviously everything before that, I'm kind of familiar with, but I wasn't really old enough to really remember it, off of, watching it or whatever. Some things that I wasn't aware of, yo. I heard rumors that Jordan was kind of a you know, not very nice of a person. This pretty much kind of confirmed it. He was very brutal and rude, to his teammates. But I mean, he was a great player, though. He was a great player. He went out there. Um, he always found little ways to motivate himself, and he got it done, man. Even when he lost, it was never really games where, besides the game with the Nick Anderson game when Nick Anderson stole the ball from him, down the stretch. It was never really games where you could look at him and be like, Jordan came up small, in this spot. He probably didn't win the game, but it never was necessarily because he came up small in this spot, though. A lot of things. Obviously, he didn't win without Scotty. He didn't win without Phil Jackson. But like I said, he was just one of the most gifted, most athletic scorers, we've seen. Probably the most relentless scorer the NBA has probably ever seen, The thing about it, though, is what I've realized when it comes to this Jordan LeBron debate is that, Michael Jordan and LeBron are like different type of players. Honestly, LeBron is more of a better version of a Scottie Pippen. like like Scottie was the guy that went out there and scored, rebounds, got assists, defended, scored when he had to, but because the year Jordan was gone, Scottie was the big dog of that team, and they made it to a game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. So Scottie, to me, was capable of being the best player on the team, and leading a team to a successful season. But he had more of a responsibility than the score. Whereas for Jordan, Jordan and Kobe are more comparable to me, than Jordan LeBron, because Kobe was basically a Michael Jordan clone. Kobe played the exact way that Jordan played. They played the same position. They're darn near the same height. Darn near the same size, seems like. And they both went out there and they were both just relentless scorers. Whereas LeBron takes more of, like I said, a better Scottie Pippen role, getting everybody involved and still scoring at the same time. The competition level, man, I know that, the Bulls beat a lot of 60-win teams, but I felt like LeBron had tougher competition. When you consider the fact that a lot of guys in today's NBA are extremely athletic. You look at that Warriors team, the one with Durant. Like, I don't know if the Bulls could have beat that team, necessarily. But yeah, man, LeBron to me played tougher competition, but Like I said, Last Dance was pretty good, man. Like I said, Jordan was something else as a teammate, relentless scorer, and just it's unfortunate how they broke up, man. Would they have beaten the '99 Spurs? I don't know, but apparently their GM at the time, man, really just kind of wanted it to be a organizational thing instead of really giving all the complete credit to the players, and the coaches. How you tell Phil before his last season, look, man, if you go 82-0, I don't care. This still your last year. We gonna rebuild. Like that. That's kind of, you can't get away with that in today's NBA, man. Um, Now as far as who's better, I'm gonna give the edge to Michael Jordan, but I'm gonna say this: it's a lot closer than people think. I'm gonna give the edge to Jordan simply because 2011, LeBron James came up short against the Dallas Mavericks. I'm a Heat fan, trust me, I know. Michael Jordan would have never went out like that. I don't care if who he was playing against. He wouldn't have went out like that. He had that killer instinct. Now, granted, like I said, he didn't have as much responsibility as a LeBron James because Scottie took a lot of that responsibility as far as getting teammates involved, rebounding, defending. It made Jordan's job a lot easier. Just go out there, put a 50. You know what I'm saying? Play a little defense and score 50 on offense, and shoot the shots late at the end in the clutch. Whereas LeBron, like I said, he has a lot more responsibility to do. But I think it's because of that, man, because of 2011, the fact that LeBron, just came up short, man. Let Dallas, a team that I felt like we were more talented than. I know Dirk was amazing in that series. Dirk did his thing, but you can't. If you LeBron, you can't go out like that. Now, granted, he did his thing. Even though he lost a lot, I don't get on the losses for him too much because when you think about it, 2007. I mean, you really can't compare LeBron James' career, to Jordan's career until he got to Miami because pre-Miami is kind of like Jordan pre-Scotty. Jordan didn't win before Scotty got there. When Jordan basically had a LeBron James on his team, Scottie Pippen was a lesser version of LeBron James. That's like if LeBron got to play his, most of his career with Kobe Bryant, with a guy that goes out there and just relentlessly scores, while he gets to do the other things. That's why when he had Wade and when he had Kyrie, it was a more, fair comparison, as far as LeBron's career and Jordan's career, as opposed to before LeBron got to play with other, star type of players. Because Jordan had squads, man. Horace Grant was a very, very good player. B.J. Armstrong was a very good player. Obviously, Scottie Pippen was a great player. Dennis Rodman was a Hall of Famer. So Jordan did play with a lot of great players too, man. And another thing, when Jordan was the favorites, he won. When he was the underdog, he fell short. LeBron did beat that Warriors team, which was a better team. LeBron did take the Pistons in 2006 to a game 7. Fell short, but took them to a game 7, which Jordan took those Pistons, the bad boy Pistons to a game 7 also. But, LeBron didn't always have the best team. When LeBron's team was not as good as the Warriors, LeBron's team was not as good as the Spurs in 2014, but the one thing that you could get on LeBron about, like I said, was 2011 against the Mavericks because the Heat was better. The Heat was better. And the Bulls, when Jordan was the favorite, Jordan never fell short like that. So that's why I would give the edge to Jordan. But ultimately, man, LeBron is a great player also. He's, most likely number 2 all time behind Jordan. When you consider the fact that all the things he does, man, he's a dominant Scottie Pippen. He's a more dominant version of Scottie Pippen, and hope for him, going against those teams like the Warriors and the Spurs and all that, kind of messing up his legacy because he made the finals record, pretty bad. But ultimately, man, both those guys are great, man. But like I said, I get it as to Jordan, man. Jordan was, you know, a guy that would have never just let a team that wasn't as good as his team put him out, man. But shout out to both those players, man. Obviously, I be being a Heat fan. I'm thankful for what LeBron done. But I get a slight ass to Jordan, man, simply because of 2011. But the gap is a lot closer than a lot of people, especially the older generation people, would really like to acknowledge. But check out The Last Dance, man. I didn't want to say too much about it, man, 'cause I know a lot of people didn't see it yet. But it's a really good documentary, yo. But that's my Michael Jordan, LeBron James debate, man. I get an ass to Jordan simply because of 2011. But at the same time, Jordan had a lot more help than people want to acknowledge he had, yo. But before, yeah, but great series, like I said, great series. But all right, y'all, that's all I got for y'all tonight, man. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe, man. I'm gonna have Miami Heat and NBA content throughout the year. Also, this coming Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific, I'm gonna do a live Q&A. Y'all come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live, yo. Y'all should join me. It'll be some good stuff. Until then, yo, y'all have a blessed one. Let's go Heat.